Hey, this is Toe2 Bravo, and we're just going to do a follow-up video on our Zastava Npap. A couple things I'd like to cover on it. One, I had a little bit of the metal mushrooming at the rear of the bolt carrier group that I've discussed in a previous video, and then there's a couple other things I'd like to cover on it since we've taken it out and we've shot it. So there's stuff to discuss. A lot of people don't like these Tapco magazines. I personally think that they are pretty heavy duty, reliable, built well, and function flawlessly. So anybody out there that doesn't want their Tapco AK mags, email me and I will gladly take them off your hands for free and pay for shipping. Just let me know. And that's not sarcasm, nor fake news. That's actually real news. So I actually like those quite a bit. The next thing to cover here is a very good friend of mine that I've met on YouTube, E-Man Wakagator, sent me this Magpul sling here. It is Magpul Dynamics. I believe this is the M2, and I don't want to give you any fake news on that. So let's look at what we got here. It's the MS2 sling, multi-mission sling system by Magpul. Now, this is in fact the first Magpul sling that I've ever had the pleasure of owning, thanks to Mr. E-Man. And I used it for the first time on the last range visit with the Zastava Npap, and I got to let you know that number one, this thing is built to last. I'm sure you've gotten products where just the feeling of the product has been questionable as far as the quality. But as soon as you take this product out, between the feeling, the weight of it, and then upon inspection with the stitch work and the metal pieces that are used, the furniture in it, you can just feel the quality of this particular sling. And the function was fantastic. It was comfortable. It was easy to maneuver, utilizing this to either extend that to make it larger or to pull it in to make it smaller. The attachment points are solid. There's no slippage. There's no breakage. I mean, these things are definitely built to last. So once again, I know I've probably made an annoyance of myself, but thanks again to E-Man Wakagator for this fantastic product that he sent out. He was kind enough to send to me. So this thing has performed excellent. And I will continue to keep it on this rifle or a similar rifle and continue to run it over the next several months to eternity, and continue to report back on it and let you guys know how it's doing. So it's definitely well worth. If you were going to purchase a sling, I would definitely say that this is well worth your time and your money. It has performed for me very well. Granted, I've only had it out one time, but I've had other things out one time and I've immediately known that they were garbage. So this does not fit that bill. So our Zastava here, in the event that you are a new subscriber, we have the Zukharov Magpul stock here, which is the collapsible stock, which you just depress the button there and break it down if you so desire. We've got the AK-74 style muzzle brake on here. It's a Tapco. It has served well. I've had this on several other AKs, but this is its final place of duty. And it functions well. It does add a little weight to the front of the AK, but not only do I like the looks, but I like the performance of it also. In previous videos I had other furniture on this AK, but I have chosen to go with the wood furniture opposed to anything else that I've had on here. And I think I've had some railed stuff up here and maybe some other furniture, but I'm definitely going to stick with this. So I think this is the final setup for this particular AK. I don't foresee any other changes coming down the pike to this. I am very happy with the way that looks. And the final thing here is the RPK or the PPK. Honestly can't remember which one it is, but it's one of those two rear sights. I like that a lot. It is much higher quality than what was shipped with it. Not saying that there was anything bad with the sight that was provided with it, but this does make a difference with the sight picture and any adjustments you make. Plus you can adjust left and right as well as up and down, so you don't have to mess with that front sight post too much. Not saying that there's anything wrong with the front sight post, but it just makes adjustments that much easier. So let's delve inside this Npap and see what we've got in here. So don't forget, you got to depress your little tit here with these Yugo AKs, which there's nothing wrong with that. I like my Npap. Some folks don't care for them. I like them quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take our bolt apart here so we can look at the ass end of the bolt carrier. And I don't know if you can pick that up, but we do have quite a bit of mushrooming there. But I had these previously marked, and it doesn't look like we have any new mushrooming to the rear of the bolt here, the bolt carrier. But it definitely is obvious that we do have some. So you can see the deformation of the metal there. Definitely visible to the naked eye, but it doesn't look like it's expanded anymore. There's no sharp edges on it. We've taken all the sharp edges off previously, and there aren't any more. So I've got a little line established here and a little line established right there to track and see if there's been any more movement in the mushrooming of the metal, but I don't see any. So no changes there, or nothing that drops, or I'm sorry, nothing that jumps out at me. Everything else looks pretty good. I don't see any chunks, gouges, cracks, or anything of that nature. Take a look at this, seeing if there's anything that jumps out at you or me. Cracks, gouges, chunks. Everything looks pretty solid. Alright. So no changes in the bolt carrier or bolt carrier group. So let's rotate the AK and take a look at the trunnion and see if anything jumps out at us there. And again, I don't see any gouges, cracks, or anything of that nature in our Npap here. So inside we look pretty good. Rivets all look good and solid. Rivets all look good and solid there. Everything looks good. I don't see anything jumping out at us as being an issue, and I honestly didn't expect anything. So we've got our, what is it, G2, Tapco G2 trigger here, which we know is the culprit to the metal mushrooming here at the end of the bolt carrier. So no changes to be shared with you guys. No malfunctions, nothing of that nature. This is just a quick update on my Zastava Npap from Serbia and Century Arms. Nothing really to report then. Everything looks fantastic. I'll continue to talk about this sling as I use it more. The offer stands for the magazines, the Tapcos, if anybody does not want them. I will certainly take them off your hands because I like them. And once again, I would like to thank the Black Rifle Coffee Company right here. They're my unofficial sponsor for 2018 and a cup of Black Rifle coffee. So let's take a little sip of that. And that is fantastic. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So this is Toe2 Bravo. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you found it informative. And until I see you out at the range again, thanks for watching.